Okay, our dribbling station is called dribbling tag. You're going to have either groups of 2 or groups of 3 students behind a cone. Now, first person's going to have a basketball, and their job is to try and dribble the ball, but also take the ball away from the other person that's dribbling. Okay, so my first 3 people start playing. Go. So they all 3 come out. They're dribbling and trying to reach. Carlos lost his ball, so he's going to go hand it to his partner. Now Ricardo comes out. Get close to him. Let's go, Brian. They still have control of their ball. Brian still has control of his ball, even though Lydia did touch it. Let's go. Get closer. Get him. Freeze. Now, we've been out there dribbling for a long time, so I'm going to have everybody that's in the middle go switch with their partner, so that way everybody gets a chance to play. And now we will start again. Go. So now we have 3 new people out here. Get close. And Carlos lost his ball again, so he would bring it back. He's going to bring it back to his partner. And Elena dropped her ball, so she has to hand it back to Lydia. And then we keep going with the new game. Now, 2 things that you don't do in dribbling is we don't want to travel with the ball. So right now, Brian starts dribbling the ball. Here comes Miguel trying to get it, but Brian picks the ball and walks away. That is not what we can do. Now, the second thing we don't want to do is we don't want to double dribble. So Brian starts dribbling with 2 hands. Here comes Miguel trying to get it. He picks it up, dribbles, picks it up, dribbles, picks it up, dribbles. We cannot do that in basketball. Okay, the first station we have for basketball is our shooting station. So Tyler and Mario are going to come out. We've got 6 kids at 1 cone for 1 basket. They're going to find a dot. They're going to go ahead and take their shot. Go ahead, Tyler. Once they're done shooting, they're going to bring the ball to the next person in line, hand it to that person, and then they'll just go to the end. Next 2 girls can pick any dot they want. Go ahead and take your shot. And then again, they'll bring it back to the next person in line. Why don't y'all find a different dot this time? Y'all can go back or go up, whatever. Now when we shoot it, I only want y'all to be about 3 dots back, and that's exactly where they are. And that is our shooting station. Okay, for the passing station, again, we have a group of 3 on one side, group of 3 on the other. We're doing 3 different passes. Now for the chest pass, Jaylene and David have moved up 2 dots. So from the cone, there's Jaylene's first dot, and then she's standing on the second dot. Same thing for David. He's got 1 dot behind him, and he's on the second dot. So Jaylene's gonna make her W on her chest, make a target for him, Jaylene, and he's gonna step and push the ball to her chest. Go ahead, David. He goes to the end. Jaylene stays until she passes. Step and push. To their chest. And now this time, Alyssa's going to stay on the second dot, but she's now going to bounce it, push and bounce to Tyler. So just like the chest pass, but we're going to put a bounce in there. Step and bounce. And then for the last one, Mario is going to back up to that first dot now. And Brianna only comes out to the first dot, not the second one right there. And so now Mario's going to put the ball over his head, and he's going to step, and he's going to bounce it into an overhead pass. Go ahead, Mario. So that's a little bit harder of a pass. That's why we back up a little bit.
This is our dribbling station for kinder through second. They're going to dribble down to the cone, touch the cone, and run back. Ready, go. They dribble to the cone, they keep the ball at their waist, touch the cone, put the ball under their arm, and run back. They hand it to the next person in line. As soon as they get it, they're going to go. They take their time on the way there, touch it. Now they can run as fast as they want to.
Okay, this is our aerobic basketball game. We've got the red team, which has 3 people, and then we have the green team, which also has 3, so it's 3 on 3. We have the blue team that is waiting on the bench. Now, inside our court, we have a line of cones right here. We also have a line of cones back there, which basically gives us a box. We have the wall, and there's our basketball goal right there. And then we also have the other wall right here. Okay, so right now, Natalie is taking the ball out. Jacob has to stay behind the black line until she passes the ball. We're playing man-to-man, so that means that Eduardo is on Alexandra, Jayla is on Ramiro, and that's the person they have to stay on. Okay, whenever you are ready, get started. Keep going. Now green team has the ball. They can move around man to man. Man to man. Stay man to man. Make a good pass. Look who's open. Look who's open. And we stop right there. So now red team scored, so green team will switch out with the blue team. Blue team comes out. Alexandra gets to take the ball out. Now she's going to wait until it looks like everybody's ready. Jonathan is standing behind the black line, so we're good to go. Start playing. And red team made a basket, so again, blue team goes to the bench. Green team, Ramiro's going to wait. Now, hold it right there, Ramiro. A while ago, Alexandra, raise your hand. She took the ball out, so now it's going to be Ramiro's turn because we switched this position. Then the next time, it'll be Natalie's turn. So here we go. Go ahead and get started. Look who's open. Man to man, man to man. Man to man. Only one person can guard one person. And stop. Who knocked that ball out of bounds? So Alexandra was honest. She said she did. So red team goes out. Finally. And now blue team comes on. Now hold on, Eduardo. Let's make sure everybody's in position. Daniel is behind the black line. And we are all playing man to man. All right, get open. Go. Good. Daniel stole the ball. Take your time. Make a good shot. Oh, stop right there. Stop. Freeze. Hold the ball. Now, it was an accident. Jayla, raise your hand. She accidentally fouled Daniel by touching him. And so now the green team would go to the bench, even though it was an accident, and then the red team would come back on. And that is how we play aerobic. Okay, now one way that we end up having to go to the bench is if we end up traveling with the ball. So Daniel has the ball. Jonathan's going to get open. Go ahead, Jonathan. Pass the ball to him, Daniel. And then Jonathan just starts running with the ball. And he stops. We can't do that, so Jonathan's team would have to go to the bench. So blue team, go to the bench. Another way that we get out is if we end up double dribbling. So Ramiro, get open. Alexandra passes the ball to him. He's going to dribble, run, dribble, run, dribble, run. And we cannot do that, so his team has to go to the bench. Stop there. We can't stop dribbling once we start. Okay, another way that our team has to go to the bench is if we throw the ball out of bounds. So Eduardo has the ball. Jacob's going to get open. Go ahead, Jacob. Stay with him, Jonathan. Oh no, so our ball went past the cones, which means the green team would have to go to the bench. The last part that we end up having to go to the bench is if we end up touching the person instead of the ball. Now Jonathan has the ball, Eduardo is guarding Daniel. So Daniel's going to get open. Go ahead. Eduardo goes for the ball and he ends up touching Daniel and pushes him out of the way. That is not good, Eduardo. So Eduardo's team has to go to the bench.